Welcome, Pisces, to Spiritual Rebirth Tarot. This is Madelyn. So happy to have you here at the channel. And for this special reading for October 4 through 10, the week of October 4 through 10, the zodiac sign Pisces. This is a general reading, so not all of it will resonate with you, but please like the video, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get more of the readings that come out every week. And if you find that this one doesn't resonate, you may try some of the other signs that might be in your moon, rising, or Venus in your chart. So if you feel like it, please comment down below. I love to see your comments and to be able to know how things resonated for you during the week. And so let's take a look first at the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck. I always want to call it the Wild Animal deck. But that's not quite all the animals are wild, I don't think. So let's ask for some divine guidance. Okay, so I'm going to start with a two-card spread of the path and the obstacles. So the first card is the path, the second card is the obstacle. So we're putting Reiki energy into the card to kind of direct our path and our direction in the reading. Okay, so the first is the crow. So the path for this week is the crow. And the obstacle is the camel. And the underlying, the message from your higher self, your subconscious, is the gazelle. Okay, so let's take a look at the underlying first, the gazelle. So one of the things I noticed right away is the big, huge sun behind the gazelle. And they grow up and live in an environment that's quite sunny and dry and warm. And excuse me, they enjoy that that type of environment. And so I think your higher self is telling you, to really focus this week on that, happiness, joy, contentment that is going to come out for you through that sun. And also, I noticed the two horns are kind of like the 11, 1, 1, and coming up 2, and then with the 2 ears, it's kind of like 11, 11, so take a look at the number 11, 11 for this week, and see what the gazelle is pointing you toward in the meaning of that number. And it'll help you with the reading for this week. So right now the gazelle is sitting down. Normally it also can run very fast, swiftly. A lot of times the gazelle is telling you life is speeding up. In this case, it's sitting down. I feel like it's telling you, soak in that sun, soak in the warmth of the sun. At the same time, do get some movement going through that number 11, 11. So a nice balance this week of stop, go, getting things rolling. Okay, so, with with all of the things going on with Mars and Saturn and all the other in and outs of retrogrades and Mercury and all these different things that are happening around these times, it can cause a little bit more friction. And so in your process of stop and go, make sure that you're not causing a lot of friction to other people's lives. So we take a look at the crow for the path. And so the crow here, as usual, is collecting something pretty, a little bauble. In this case, we have a circular rainbow. And as he's carrying this little bauble around, in fact, it looks like he's taking it back to his nest. It's like he's quite, happy to be collecting all these pretty things. And so if we go to, if we find a crow's nest this week, we'll find a lot of things that he has brought into his life. And the abundance is all around him of these cute and beautiful things. And so we can be grateful for all of the little cute things that we have in our life. So part of our path this week is going to be to, be grateful for, all the nice little things that we have that are oftentimes a remembrance of someone or something. And birds can definitely identify in your life as a loved one coming back to say something to you, to give a message. They're on the wings of the wind, and so they can come from heaven, and they can bring messages from heaven. And it seems like lately I've been seeing a lot of birds. Some people will see a specific bird as a loved one coming back to see them, and some it's more of a general sense of just hearing the birds singing all around them. So as we go into this time of winter, we'll definitely have less of the birds around us. And crows certainly aren't one of those birds that sing a really beautiful song, but they have a lot of other great characteristics that they bring to us. So during this week, as you're following your path, look for the little things, the little shiny things, the little cute things that are in your life, and be grateful for those. And the camel comes in as the obstacle. And it's interesting to me that the camel is at night with a blue moon. And so you might want to look up blue moon, significance of blue moon, and also just that a camel is saying to you, make sure that you have enough of everything as you start out the week. So a camel needs to drink enough water, that the whole way that it's traveling, it has enough water stored in its body for the trip. And again, there's this, abundance of sun. And so you'll need to have an abundance of water energy here in your system. And as the camel is moving along through the desert, it knows where to go. But they especially will travel at night and use the stars and the moon and those kind of things to guide them. And so you might feel like you're a little lost this week and not know exactly where you're going, or that you're a little unprepared. So as you're going through life and you're grateful for the little things, don't forget the little things that will really help this week be more successful. Okay, so Pisces, let's take a look at the tarot cards for the crow and the camel and see where that will lead us. So the tarot that I'm going to be using here is the Native American deck, and I love this deck. It brings a lot of interesting advice in kind of different ways than tarot maybe normally would. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at some cards for the crow. So a little bit more understanding of the crow. Okay, we have the Corn Maiden, which is the High Priestess, and the Juggler, which is the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Shields. In this case, they're shields. Okay, so we'll have both twos. So we have 2-2. So that's interesting. We have 11-11, which is 2-2. Wow. Okay, so look up 11-11 and then look up 2-2, which is the next derivative down from 11-11. Okay, so now let's take a look with the camel, the cards that be offering to us there. Okay. It's funny how during the week you get a lot of the same cards. And then you're really praying for a different message for, you know, the different zodiacs. I think you have an overlapping kind of message a lot of times for the week. It's kind of interesting. So we have the Hermit, which is the 9. The Coyote, the Hosting Coyote, which is the number 1, which is the Magician card in the regular deck, and the Lovers, which is the 6th card in the deck. Okay, so 916. Okay, so let's take a look first at the Corn Maiden and the Juggler. So just from the sense of the High Priestess and the 2 of Pentacles, I would say that you're kind of like juggling your intuition, which I do way too much as a Gemini. Okay, so Pisces, you're kind of setting aside your gut feeling, and you're kind of letting yourself try to figure it out, maybe on a like earthly scale. And so, you know, the Pentacles. So you're trying to juggle all these balls in the air, and you need to focus back on this this Corn Maiden. So in the Native American deck, the Corn Maiden is coming and saying, let's rejoice for the harvest, let's celebrate the crops. They're bringing a balance of spirituality and physical nourishment. So the spirituality of the corn and the bounty that we're being grateful for, and that every time we eat a morsel of grain during the year, we're grateful for that. And see, I was talking about gratitude. I didn't even think of this. Gratitude with the crow. So we're grateful for the corn every time we eat it, and in gratitude for it, and that will help it to nourish our body more and to be more beneficial. And so probably what we're trying to balance here is this the spiritual and the physical, and trying to balance that spiritual and physical is pretty hard, to try to figure out how to balance our intuition with our daily life. And so, our heart is telling us where to go, and our head is telling us somewhere else, and to try to get those to come together. And so Pisces, that sense of gratitude for everything you have and everything you are and everything you will be, is that sense of gratitude that you have is what's going to get you through this week. So the obstacle that you'll face is the Hermit, the Coyote, and the Lovers. So in this card, the Hermit is this, excuse my itching. The Hermit is this lone traveler, going, through the wilderness, collecting the things that he needs, kind of living on the substance of the land. It kind of reminds me a lot of this camel, as far as, making sure that he has the daily needs, to be successful as he goes on. And the same thing with the Lovers. She has the drum, he has the instruments. They're they're having gratitude for each other, but they have the basic things that they need, and they're prepared for those, and they're walking into that situation, and they're being guided. The coyote really has this feeling of trickery, but also that nothing really is good or evil, but that reaching the goal is, the highest goal. So, the concept that if it basically that, a wrong makes a right, or, something like that. It's kind of the energy that it can have. It can also have the energy of bringing this, bringing a greater sense of abundance into your life. So, the magician and creating abundance. So I think that the primary thing that's going to get in the way this week is not having all the things prepared for you, like we talked about, not having everything ready, and all the little details, and then also maybe being a little tricked or subverted by somebody. To watch for that. Okay, so we'll have a few in the extended. I will look at the Lovers, the Gemini, the Hermit is the Virgo, the number 1, the Aries, and the number 2 is not really a particular sign, so I think I'll just do the 3. So we'll look at Virgo, Aries, and Gemini in the extended. And then if we have time, we'll also look at the Gazelle and some of the other questions that we might have, like the fears or advice from our higher self. Okay, so come on over to the extended, Pisces. Thank you for coming to this video. Really glad to have you here. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you can get more of the readings that we're going to have every week. And come on over to the extended and Vimeo. There's a link below for you to do that. Okay, I'll see you over there.